Hey guys, Dan Heilman back with another video. We had a nice little pump last night, a nice little baby relief rally. So we're going to talk about what happened, what's causing this, some speculation on the cause of this. So let's go. All right, so about 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time last night, you can see we had this quite a big pump here. You can see on the 5-minute candles here, some very small buys, and then what is that, 8:10 p.m. we had this big pump in one 5-minute candle. Go to a 1-minute candle and you can see that it was all basically in 3 minutes. 1 2 3, boom, big pump. I'm sure a lot of shorts were liquidated in that little time. We did we retrace most of that? Let's see here. Let's go back. We retraced a good amount of that move, but we are still holding up a little bit. We'll see what happens today when the market opens. There's a couple different theories on what's going on. So I was talking to Grok and saying, hey, what caused this? Obviously short squeeze was one of it. So he also mentioned that the reversal of the usual 8 p.m. algo, there's a noted reoccurring dynamic where algorithms or systematic flows often apply selling pressure around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, possibly tied to daily contract settlements, funding rates, or institutional rebalancing. Last night, it flipped that script. Instead of dumping, it pumped. Traders on X highlighted this is unusual and speculated it could relate to reduced systematic suppression. And then there's the Jane Street thing here. So context from recent developments. The timing followed news of a lawsuit against market maker Jane Street. They were the ones that were responsible for that 10 a.m. dump that we had for a really long time over the last couple of weeks. It was filed February 23rd. An alleged insider trading ties to past events like Terra. I think this is Terra Luna, if I'm not mistaken. Some in the space interpreted this as a potentially disrupting certain manipulative or suppressing flows from big players. So, leading to less downward pressure and a repricing bounce. While not proven as direct causation, it aligned with sudden change in behavior. So it's interesting. Monthly end liquidity flows, some institutional spot buying noted on Coinbase, and broader short covering across alts. Interesting. So, it was about $2,000 in 30 minutes, as I was talking about. And a couple of people, I posted this. I was like, wow, that was someone, that was either a really big buy or shorts getting liquidated. I posted that right as it happened there. I get a bunch of notifications on my phone saying, Bitcoin pumped, I think it was like 5% in like 5 minutes or something like that. And then I reposted this here. Surges over 65,000 as 10 a.m. manipulator reportedly stopped right here. So saying that they're quick to connect the timing, with some claiming that the firm's alleged 10 a.m. dumps had finally stopped. Jane Street commands roughly a fifth of global trading revenue alongside rivals Citadel and Susquehanna. I don't know that I've ever heard of that one. Another thing, another person saying Jane Street gets caught massively manipulating the crypto market and being the cause of the Terra Luna collapse. Jane Street insider leaks that they were forced to shut down the algos. No 10 a.m. slam anymore, 8 p.m. God candle. They were messing with us the whole time. So yeah, I saw a bunch of people talking about that. It's really interesting. And I do remember that it was always like quite bad. It's like every time we get a dump, it was like exactly at 10 a.m. And what was this one? So this was Sunday night. That's when it was a while ago. It was a couple of weeks ago, but it was like every time we hit 10 a.m. Here you go, 9 a.m. dump, 11 a.m. dump. There was a point where it was like exactly 10 a.m. like on the dot, and it was like happening just consistently. About right here, maybe. No, Sunday. You always see the Sunday ones. Here you go, Thursday, 8 a.m. Right when the market opens. But it was just insane. Like it was dumping like crazy. Now you can see there's actually a lot of green today in the market, which is quite nice. So let's see here. Dot up in the double digits here. So Dot is up a lot. Whoa, that's a nice little pump for Dot. Up 14%, so that's pretty cool. Even Solana up, nice little 5%, 10% really from the bottom. What else we got going on? Who else did some big pumpage? Virtuals, very big pump from Virtuals over this apparent news, almost 30%. That's pretty huge. What else we got going on? No one else. Those are the two biggest winners, it looks like, at least on my chart. Uni up about 9-10%. Kaido up a decent amount. 19%. So some nice pumps around the board. Lots of green going on. We'll see what happens today. So once the market opens, we'll see. Let's look at the futures for stocks and see. Whoa, didn't mean to do that. Let's look at futures here. What do we got going on for futures? Did they care about whatever just happened? I'm on the weekly. Let's see. 1 hour. This was last night, Tuesday. About here. A little bit of pump here, right? I don't know, that was 9 a.m. Didn't seem to do much for this. Yeah, it does seem like it was more crypto related than just general news related, right? Because it does seem to be mostly the crypto market that was pumping on this news. Litecoin up a little bit as well, up 6%. So, interesting. We'll see if this affects anything long term. You know, there's also supposed to be like the Clarity Act that's coming through. I mean, Clarity Act is, what's the one the new one that they're looking to pass? That has a bunch of the regulations. Clarity Act was already passed, right? Or no, Clarity Act is the one they're looking to pass. So we'll see what happens. Maybe we get a little bit less manipulation. There has been a lot of manipulation in the crypto market, but I mean, all the markets have manipulation. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that Jane Street was known. I think they were manipulating like the India market. I heard someone say that. I don't know. You know, you see a bunch of people talk about different things on X, and you don't really know what's true, what's not. You can see a lot of people talking about Jane Street, though. Offline, things are about to get really fun. You know, here you go. Lawsuit claims Jane Street used insider information to trade ahead of it. The on-chain mechanics are clear. The intent and attribution are not. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I also saw another kind of interesting thing that someone posted that I thought was just an interesting idea. So this person here said, Bitcoin has had its bear market bottom at exactly 23 months after the all-time high in every single cycle. We're at 23 months. Now, he didn't really state this right because he said after the all-time high. What he meant to say was Bitcoin bottoms 23 months after we passed the previous cycle all-time high. I just thought this was an interesting idea, right? So here's the previous cycle all-time high. Once we pass it, 21 months, 23 months. This is on the monthly chart. That's what a bar means, a month. And here, same thing. Past the all-time high, 23 months. So that's exactly where we are right now. And I think that would catch a lot of people off guard if the bottom was like right now, for example. I think that would catch a lot of people off guard because I've seen so many posts saying, I'm waiting for the price to go to 30K. I'm waiting for it to go to 12K. I'm waiting for 40K. I think this would be one of the max pain scenarios we bottom right now at, I think 59K was the low, and just go right back up. So that'd be really interesting. That'd be really interesting. I think it would catch a lot of people off guard. So we'll see what happens here. Everyone's talking about Jane Street now, sued for alleged inciting. The firm whose 40 billion collapse in 2022 roiled the crypto market and contributed to the collapse of FTX. Jane Street sued by Terraform Labs. Oh, it was by Terraform. Okay, Terra Luna, I guess. Exposed gets leaked. There you go. A lot of people talking about it. A lot of people. And it was crazy because I remember for like 1 or 2 weeks straight, it was like every single day at exactly 10 a.m. You'd look at the 1 minute chart and it would just start dumping Bitcoin like insanely. So we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Let's see if we destroyed the crypto market. Now Luna, blah, 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 blah. So a lot of people talking about it. We'll see if this changes anything going forward. So a lot of people seem pretty pumped about it. Special place in hell for Jane Street, by the way. A lot of people talking about it. Here we go. Here's someone saying short squeeze driven by spot buyers. Okay. Price up big, open interest nuked, spot up. Relonged at the right time higher. Yeah, okay. So some spot buying that definitely happened there, and also I'm sure some liquidations on shorts. So that's pretty cool. Okay. We'll see if it changes anything long term. That's going to be it for the video. I just want to talk about it. If you do want to, purchase any crypto, I have an affiliate link below for Bitunix, my favorite exchange. You can sign up real quick. You can do no KYC if you want. You can sign up in just a couple minutes, and you can also do leverage trading, legal pretty much everywhere. And yeah, it's my favorite exchange to use. I also have an affiliate link for Coinbase if you want to try that. Those are the 2 exchanges I use the most. That's going to be it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like, hit the subscribe button. Have a great day, everyone. See you guys.